example of modern civilization. Rome, cultural center of the universe. Rome, a vortex of mankind's most glorious achievements. Rome, an empire of togas and tunics and of soldiers in short skirts. Yes, my friends, we are the chosen people of the god Jupiter. We are the undisputed rulers of the world. We are Romans, and we are way cool.
Praises to the gods as a sacred pantheon. Then close your eyes and bow your heads as the muses chant their songs. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. When in Rome, when in Rome, do as the Romans do.
robbers. The city is full of them.
I think that was him.
Are you sure? What color was the robber's clothing?
Brown.
Brown. Are you sure that it wasn't blue?
Blue? No, I think it was brown.
But the sun was in your eyes when you were robbed. Are you sure that the man who robbed you wasn't wearing a blue robe?
Well, now that I think about it, it was blue. Wasn't that him?
That couldn't be him. That man was wearing a brown robe, and you said the robber was wearing blue.
I did?
Yes. Now, was the robber short or tall?
He was a tall man, taller than you.
Taller than I? Are you sure? Robbers are usually short people. That way they can hide better. Wasn't your robber a short man?
No, I am sure that he was a tall man, taller than you.
Maybe it was the angle at which you were robbed. A man close up can look tall when he is really quite small.
Well, perhaps he was short.
Yes, I think you are right. He was short. Now, was he really a man, or was he a sheep?
What? No, I am sure that he was a man.
But it happened so fast. Are you sure?
Yes, I am sure. The person who robbed me was a short woman in blue. The person who robbed me was a tall man.
But that long flowing hair.
Long hair?
Yes. Didn't you see that long flowing hair and that feminine shape?
I guess I must have.
Yes. I think the person who robbed you was a short woman in blue clothing. Am I right?
Yes, you are right. The person who robbed me was a short woman in blue clothing.
My lady, is this the man who robbed you? This couldn't be the man who robbed this poor, lovely lady. She has told me the assailant was a short woman in blue clothing. Isn't that right, my lady?
Well, he does look a little bit
You
like...
said the robber was wearing blue clothing, right?
Yes, I did say that.
And this man is clearly in brown, dressed that obviously by smell needs cleaning. You said the robber was short, right?
Yes, I did say that.
And this man is taller than I. And you did say the robber was a woman, right?
Yes, I said that also.
And although this person has fair skin and a feminine way about him, he is clearly a man. So on hand, this poor, unfortunate man who is clearly a tall man in brown clothing.
He's right. He is not the one who robbed me.
And now, will you fine Romans take this lady to the soldiers and report this awful crime?
Yes, come, my lady. We will take you to the soldiers.
Oh, what took you so long?
She was not an easy woman to convince. Next time, pick an older woman with poor eyesight.
Old women with poor eyesight have little money to steal.
How much did we get?
Well, 3 gold pieces.
Only 3? Hardly worth the effort.
The effort? It was I who was chased.
And it was I who had to use his quick tongue to convince that old lady that you weren't the robber. Otherwise, you would have been thrown to the lions, which, I might add, would be very entertaining.
Not for the lioness, I would take him with one hand tied behind my back.
You would only have one hand, for the other would be in the lion's mouth.
Why do you think so little of me?
Because you only brought us 3 gold pieces.
I think I'll have my share of that.
Your share? Just who are you?
I'm the lady who saw you rob that old woman of her money.
Me? Rob an old woman? Never.
Well, maybe the Roman soldiers will be more interested in what I saw. Roman.
Do you want this poor man thrown to the lions?
That would be very entertaining.
Not for the lioness, I would take
Yes, we've heard it all before.
And so, should I call the Roman soldiers?
They are not very nice people.
And neither am I, especially if I don't get what I want.
Give us a moment. Do you think we can take her?
No.
Or we shall have to share a bit with her. How do we know you won't go to the soldiers after we share a bit with you?
You don't.
I think she's got us there.
Very well. Here's your share.
Just 1 gold coin?
She was a poor old woman.
And now she is a little poor.
So, what's our next job?
Our next job? We work as a duet, not a trio.
Roman
All right. Just don't call the soldiers.
My name is Julia.
My name is Minnie.
But his friends call her Minnie.
Appropriate.
And this is Gladius.
But my friends call me Gladys.
Gladys? Isn't that a girl's name?
Don't tell him that. It hurts his self-esteem.
So, now let me forget. I think we should hit bigger targets than an old woman.
But old women are easy to rob.
Do you enjoy being chased?
It's how I get my exercise.
You must be very healthy.
As a horse, we need for the lady.
Nay! Look! Who is that?
It's the princess.
She is so beautiful. I would give anything to near her.
If you were caught near her, you would give your life. She has nothing to do with people like us. We are peasants and she is royalty.
What do royalty have that I do not?
Well, let's see. They all have money
And property
and money
and fine clothes.
and money.
Everyone knows.
That they've got brains and money.
Yes, hon.
Lots of
Simple
money.
and squeamish.
Everyone knows you're a strong iron hand. He wore a white silk toga, trimmed in gold. He had 20,000 slaves, or so I've been told.
Okay, so they have what I do. They give me money and fine clothes and, brains. Oh yes, and brains. They give me all this, and I could be royalty. I could lead the masses. I could
Eat till you're fat and lazy like the senators.
You do like to eat.
And he's already lazy.
What do you two know? I could be emperor, I could be royalty if I had money. Surely then you would see I'd have the princess, the servants, the brains, and I'd have the throne. If I were Caesar, I would be king of the hill. If I had money, I could be first on the bill, command the armies, the senate, the empire, all on my own.
Now Cleopatra, that was a queen, the most beautiful and classy chick the world's ever seen. Cruising down the Nile, her Egyptian yacht, she was a vision of royalty, something you're not. The woman was hot.
I could be emperor, I could be royalty if I had money. Surely then you would see I'd have the princess, the servants, the brains, and I'd have the throne. Your adored is supreme. If I was Caesar, I would be king of the hill. If I had money, I could be first on the brains, command the armies, the senate, the empire, all on my own. Your adored is supremest. If I had money, if we had money, I'd be on top of the world, on top of the world, on top of the world. Yeah! You two laugh at me now, but someday I'll get the last laugh.
And if you do, Gladys, remember your other gang members.
Yeah, with more than just 3 gold pieces.
They amuse me.
Who amuses you?
The peasants. They live like animals. They are animals. That one down there, he looks like a baboon. Baboon? He doesn't even look that good.
Look, she's pointing at me.
Don't flatter yourself. She looks right through people like us.
No, I'm sure of it. She has noticed me.
Noticed you? Maybe she just wants to be the next peasant to be known to the lions.
She can obviously tell I can hold my own in the arena.
Or that you'd make a good meal for her pet. Look at them, pawing at each other. There isn't a shred of decency in them. They are what they are. They will never change. A leopard cannot change its spots. Ah, but a leopard can be trained. As for these peasants, they have the brains of a leopard.
She still looks my way. Shall I throw her a kiss?
Only if you want an arrow in return.
Through your heart.
But my heart is breaking for her.
Better to have your heart broken than pierced by an arrow.
I must be near her to tell her how I feel.
You speak of crazy things.
Things that would bring her death.
Then I shall die in my attempt.
But the only ones who get near her are her servants.
And they are all ladies.
Then I shall become a lady.
Oh, that sounds very painful.
Julia, I need your help.
My help? For what?
Come on, I'll tell you later.
What about me?
You can come too. A lady never walks the streets alone.
What are you talking about?
Stop, boy. Come here, boy. Why are you in such a hurry?
I have a message from the Emperor for his daughter.
A message from the Emperor, but he's on the front lines of battle.
Yes, I know, I ran all the way.
Let me see the message.
But the message is for the daughter of the Emperor.
I am the highest senator in the empire. I am sure that you have heard of me. Senator Altilis.
Altilis? Doesn't that mean fattened bird in Latin?
Yes. Then you have heard of me.
No, I've never heard of you.
Well, you have now. Now, the message.
The message?
You will show me the message or I will have you fed to the lions. So, the battle's not going well. And he wants all available men to join the battle? What? Even the senators? Why, one can be killed in a battle?
That's usually how it works.
Ah, but one senator is to stay behind to oversee the empire. What? The emperor's daughter will select the senator? This is an outrage. Unless I am that senator. Now, how can I make sure that I'm the senator that stays behind? This will take a quick tongue, but I must have time before this message reaches the emperor's daughter. Boy, I want you to run 3 times around Rome before entering the palace to deliver this message.
What? But I've already run a long way.
So, a few more miles won't hurt you. Do as I say, or you will become Meow Mix, if you get what I mean.
To think someone told me this was going to be an easy job.
Oh, and if we meet again, you don't know me. Do you understand?
I didn't want to know you in the first place.
Now run along, but not too quickly. I must have time to talk to the emperor's daughter. And remember, 3 times around Rome.
Can I have these extra miles with my frequent flyer miles?
No, now be gone with you. And now a meeting with the emperor's daughter.
Senator Altilis, may we have a word with you?
I was just on my way to a very important meeting.
This will only take a minute. The ladies and I have been wanting a more active role in our empire. These senators' wives and I have formed a group. Some of the ladies wanted to call it a club, but when you have a club, you have to elect officers and have rules, and we just figured we didn't want to get into all that. So we formed a group.
A group? Really?
Yes, and we have named ourselves the Senators' Wives.
Catchy title.
Yes, it is. I thought it myself, and we have been thinking of ways we can make our society better.
Our society better? Just how can you make Rome better?
We would like to become philanthropists.
Philanthropist? What is a philanthropist?
A philanthropist is a person who raises money for the poor. Well, you can do more than just raise money. You can give some of your time. Of course, you can't give anyone time. That's impossible. But you can volunteer time, you know? Like, do something for the poor, like work in a soup kitchen.
A soup kitchen?
Yeah, a soup kitchen. It's a place for poor people to get some soup.
I think he gets the idea, Verbalina. What we want to do is raise money and give it to the poor.
Give money to the poor? But we tax the poor so that we can have money. Why would we want to give money back to them?
They have so little, and we have so much.
That's the way things are supposed to be. It's called the government.
But, Senator Altilis, we feel very strongly about helping the poor. Isn't that right, Latina?
Yeah. Well, if you want to get into all that, that's fine by me. Maybe we could tax the poor on the money that we give them. Just how do you propose to raise money?
Oh, we would like to sell something at the next gladiator games.
But a gladiator game isn't like a football game. You can't just go up and down the aisles selling things.
We believe it's the perfect place to make money.
What exactly would you sell?
We were thinking of lizard on a stick.
What? Lizard on a stick? Lizard on a stick? That is disgusting.
But it's quite a delicacy in some countries.
But not in Rome. I will not have you selling lizard on a stick at my next gladiator game.
Very well. I'm sure we can come up with something else. Yes, ladies, we have a lot of work to do.
And speaking of work, I have my own to do, if you ladies will excuse me.
My life is so... Every morning I just sit by my window and watch all the people go by. I wonder where they're going and where they've been.
She can only wonder inside. Ah!
Have they come from the shores of Britannia? Did they travel on the road from Pompeii? They all seem so free, wish it could be me. I simply can't go on this way.
She can't go on.
Nothing ever changes and
Nothing ever changes and
nothing ever changes and
nothing ever changes.
Every day when I wake up, it's more of the same. I don't need this kind of thing.
She doesn't need it.
Nothing ever changes and
Nothing ever changes and
nothing ever changes and
nothing ever changes.
The men are the rulers, the women must serve. Sometimes it really gets on my nerves.
You tell him, sister.
All the men get to vote in elections.
They get to vote.
And the men get to travel at will.
They get to travel. They get to choose the girl they want.
I've had it up to the gills.
Up to the gills.
They say we're inferior creatures.
Say what?
While they sit at the top of the stack.
They always get the best seats at the Coliseum. While the women have to sit in the back.
Is that a fact?
Nothing ever changes and nothing ever changes and nothing ever changes and nothing ever changes.
Another day at the palace, minding the store. I swear by the gods it's a bore.
It's awfully boring.
Nothing ever changes and
Nothing ever changes and
nothing ever changes and
nothing ever changes.
Tell me, Diana, what's a princess to do?
You've got a 3 o'clock interview. You can't be late now.
Someday I'm gonna travel the empire, and I'll tour all the sights of the land. I'll see the deserts of Egypt, the forests of gold.
She won't return till she's seen it all.
I'll wander through the hills of Hispania, and I'll party in the city of Thebes.
If this is what it means to be an upper class Roman, I'd rather be a lower class thief. All together now.
Nothing ever changes and nothing ever changes and
Nothing ever changes.
We invade and we conquer, we pillage and sack.
Lord, they're coming back. Beady, beady, beat. She became me, so we conquered.
Nothing ever changes and
Nothing ever changes and
nothing ever changes and
nothing ever changes.
Assassinations in the Senate, what else is new?
A public execution or two. May they rest in peace.
Nothing ever changes and
Nothing ever changes and
nothing ever changes and
nothing ever changes.
Help me, Diana, I beg and I pray. I just can't go on this way.
This girl is desperate.
Nothing ever changes and nothing ever changes and
Nothing ever changes.
I'm sick of the boredom, I'm sick of the strife. I've got to get a new life.
She's really got to get herself a new life. This girl has got to get herself a new life. Nothing ever changes. Nothing ever changes. Nothing ever changes in Rome.
Maybe you should do as your father says and find a man to marry before he returns.
A man to marry? There's no one in all of Rome that I would marry.
But what about the young man who came courting yesterday? The son of the senator with all the hair in his ears. What was wrong with him?
Oh, I don't know. The problem is that he's a man.
Remember the legend, my princess. Legend has it that a princess will marry the last gladiator.
Yes, I've heard it all before. A gladiator will fight all the other gladiators, be the last gladiator standing, win his freedom, and marry a princess. It's just a fairy tale. And I can assure you, if it were true, I would not be that princess.
Also remember what your father has said, that you will find a man to marry before he returns, or he will honor the legend.
I'm sure my father wasn't serious.
I think he was, my princess. He's very concerned with the morale of the public, what with the war, and he really seems to think that a royal wedding is just the thing to raise the people's spirits.
Why would seeing me in a frilly dress cheer the people? I hate those puffy sleeves. And besides, lace makes me itchy.
Princess, there was this visitor who wishes to speak with you.
It's probably another peasant wanting to persuade my father to lower taxes. Or, even worse, a senator. Who is it? A senator. I knew that this was going to be a bad day, but as a royalty, I must suffer. Send men.
Good morning, my princess. I hope that the day's begun well.
It was, until you showed up.
Humor is the best way to start the day.
Yes, it is, and someday we'll have to try it.
That was a good one, my
Enough
princess.
with the chit-chat. What do you want?
Only to know that you were comfortable and well taken care of during your father's absence.
Really? I didn't think you cared.
Of course I do, and I want you to know that at any time you can call upon me for anything. Your wish is my command.
You really don't want to know what I wish, but I will keep your offer in mind. Should I need anything?
I was just thinking this morning how much work I have to do for the Empire. As the head senator, my work is never done.
And just what have you done for the Empire?
Why, so many things.
Name one.
Well, just this morning I toured the marketplace to see what I could do for the Roman people.
And what can you do for them?
For whom?
The Roman people?
Oh, the Roman people! I will take the information that I've gathered and consult the other senators.
In other words, nothing.
Things take time, my princess. Remember, Rome wasn't built in a day.
But if the senators don't start thinking about the Empire rather than themselves, Rome will fall in a day.
My princess, I have a message from your father.
That couldn't have been 3 times.
I never learned how to check.
I hope the lions don't get indigestion after I feed you to them.
What? My father is having all the people sent to the front lines? Well, anyways, when was the last time you lifted a stone to construct a building? Or collected taxes rather than spend them? Just as I thought. Like most men, you're heavy on the talk and light on the action.
I have taken action. I've already planned the upcoming gladiator games.
The gladiator games?
Yes, and if I remember correctly, I believe that your father has said that you were to marry in the next games. That would keep you very busy planning your wedding than meddling in the affairs of the Empire.
I will never lower myself to marry a gladiator.
If your father has said it, we must make it so. Yes, we must honor the Emperor's word. So I will push up the games from 3 days from today. It'll be a celebration with all the men heading to the front. Yes, a great celebration. One with the last gladiator marrying the princess.
You wouldn't dare.
I think I get everything arranged in 2 days tops. No, we will have the gladiator games tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow would be perfect. I have so much to do and so little time. If you'll excuse me, my princess.
I shall have him thrown to the lions.
It's not good to make an enemy of Senator Attilas.
Senator Attilas is a fattened bird. I will enjoy having him plucked.
Princess, the senator's wives are here.
Is it today that I'm supposed to meet the senator's wives?
Today's the day.
But it's already been a bad day. But then again, this could be just what I need. If I can convince the senator's wives to help call an end to all future gladiator games, then I wouldn't have to worry about marrying one since there wouldn't be a winner.
An end to the gladiator games? But the Roman people enjoy them so much.
But they're so barbaric and bloody.
That's what makes them enjoyable.
It's worth a try. Send them in.
Your Highness, I would like to introduce you to Verbalina, the wife of Senator Silentius.
The senator who never says a word?
Mm-hmm.
Nice to see you.
Princess. I was just telling the other ladies how honored I am to be called to the palace by the princess herself. It's not every day we get to visit the palace and meet the princess at the same time. It's just a dream come true. Well, I guess I can't say it's a dream come true. I guess I'd have to have that dream first if I was going to say that.
Yes, you would. Now I must meet the other ladies.
Oh yes, there are other ladies to meet, and they are very fine ladies. I've known them for so long, and I can tell you, Princess, I would trust each and every one of them. They are the pillars of the empire, and this is Impella, the wife of Senator Thaddeus.
The fat one with all the vapors?
The very one.
I'm so sorry, Impella.
Sorry.
Sorry to bring you out on such a hot day.
Oh, it was no trouble. Anything for my princess. And this is Sastilla, the wife of Senator Furious.
The one with all the hair in his ears? A pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is all mine.
Yes, I'm sure.
And finally, this is Lafina, the wife of Senator Goofius.
Lafina, please.
I'm afraid so.
Long live the games! Long live the games! Long live the games!
Ladies, nice to see you, and thank you all for coming. I've called you all here because I've been appalled by how the men are running this empire. The streets are filled with waste, crime and rampant. And well, those peasants, they're everywhere. But I think that the most pressing problem is the gladiator games.
The games?
Oh, yes.
But what about the games?
I think that they're no longer needed in our society, but they are so exciting. They are violent, and it creates a violent tendency in our young people. And I think we should all demand that the senators put an end to all future games.
But the games are a social event.
And all those men with bare chests and those rippling muscles and the sweat dripping off them. And
Lafina. Princess, we would like to agree with you, but I'm afraid none of us shares your concerns about the games. We believe they are a necessary part of our lives. Now, all those in favor of asking our husbands to cancel any future gladiator games, say aye. Those who oppose, say nay.
Nay.
I'm sorry, Princess.
well, it's worth a try.
Now, if you excuse us, we have to find an item to sell at our next gladiator games. Ladies, we have so much to do. We have to find an item and then present it in just the right way.